All right. So we are here for a New Year card pull, a little bit of wisdom, a little bit of insight, clarity, and focus. And the thing here is that we have this idea that the new year means we have to become somebody else. We have to fix everything about ourselves. We have to change everything, and it has to happen right now, which is ridiculous. I mean, there's a reason that we are so bad at following through with resolutions because that energy isn't aligned with what we actually want or what we actually need. And so the first thing I want to do is admit Laura. The first thing we want to do is take away that expectation on ourselves, that pressure of you have to do something and be something completely different just because it's the new year. Forget it. Forget it. Let's take that pressure off. I specifically am feeling quite energized right now because of what I have going on, but more often than not, the new year for me energetically is in March. And I follow more the astrological calendar in that way. Winter, especially if we're in the northern hemisphere, winter is generally a place of inner work, introspection, rest, renewal, hibernation. This is a really great time to be learning, to be journaling, to be using meditations, all that kind of stuff. So don't feel the pressure to be producing and like jumping forth into the new year with some massive burst of energy, because that's just not what everybody's feeling. If you're feeling that, great, go with it, roll with it. I'm feeling that, which I normally don't. But if you're feeling more of that winter vibe, honor that within yourself. So let me just remove that pressure first. And what I want to do here today is to bring you any kind of clarity that you can receive, any kind of focus that will help you. I'm going to pull a couple of cards for the collective, which is always really nice. And I wanted to let you know that if you haven't already signed up, I do have a summit that I just finished curating and organizing. It's a pretty big deal for me. And I've got 20 people, including myself, who have recorded our insights around specifically around what we are individually really great with, our individual zones of genius. For me, it's voice. And we are giving you some little snippet of whatever wisdom that we have received over the years and in our practices to kind of, it's to help you shine your light. That's the name of the summit, is shine your light, illuminate your inner goddess. And the whole point is that there are so many people that have wisdom that we can receive from. I actually believe that every single person that we meet in our lives, good, bad, or otherwise, regardless of what the outcome of our relationship is, we have something to learn from that person. And so we have 20 people, including me, who have lots of experience, who have these beautiful insights and wisdoms, and they're all being shared with you in the summit. So if you haven't signed up for that, I'm going to share the link. It's already in my group, in the Facebook group, Shine Your Light, and you can sign up for that for free. The free access gives you 24 hours for each day. Each day has 4 speakers interviews and their free gifts that have been offered to you. If you want to have forever access and can do replay after replay, keep your favorites. For me, there's one specific one that I found just like insanely so helpful, and I'm going to replay it over and over again. That pass is $37. And for me, that's worth it just for even one. If one of them resonates on a deep level, it's worth it. And then as well as those 20 interviews on unlimited replay, you will receive my meditation library, which has 7 different meditations and activations in it. Really beautiful. I'm very proud of this product, and I would be selling it for over $300 normally. That's going to be included in the VIP pass. So totally worth it. If you haven't already chosen the VIP pass, I highly recommend it. End of pitch. Let's get some cards going. Okay. Whew. New year, new energy, maybe old energy, maybe time to clear some stuff out. We have many masks, many masks, the authentic self. This is exactly what I have been talking about over and over and over the last couple of weeks. This has come up so many times that authenticity is the new currency. I have one person that said it that way. Authenticity is the new currency. That's what she received. And for me, it was just like over and over, be authentic, be yourself, show up exactly as you are. Stop trying to curate yourself to show up in the world a specific way. Look at me today. I actually put some makeup on, but I'm wearing my hoodie because it's bejesus cold and I'm comfortable. My hair is not done. It's okay. I'm here for you guys. And if you're here for the right reasons, then you're going to receive that from me regardless, right? If I show up as somebody else, if I'm trying to be somebody else, you feel that. People feel that. And it affects the way that you are showing up. It affects the way that other people are showing up for you and to you. It affects the way your relationships are. And for me, going forward and over for everybody, authenticity, be the authentic self. Now, we do have many masks. We show up in different ways for different people in different situations, and that's totally normal. It's totally okay, because you have to also create your own safety, right? And if people are ahead of you, in front of you, that will judge you, for example, for what you're doing, and you know that, and that's a situation that you just are not willing to put yourself into, well, maybe you have to put on a mask, and that's for your own safety, and that's okay. Can we show up completely authentically in front of every single person in this world? It might not be safe, right? So this is a call to have that discernment, to allow yourself to show up as your authentic self. And if it is not a safe situation for you to be in, giving yourself that permission to hold those boundaries, to create safe space for yourself, remove yourself from any space, relationship, or otherwise that is not for your highest good, does not allow you to be your authentic self. Because who do we have if not ourselves? And sometimes it takes us years to figure that out. You know, when I had my kids, especially when we are mothers, is a huge part of the journey is figuring out who you are at some point, because we give ourselves entirely to other people. We become somebody else for somebody else. And instead of being who you are to other people in relation to other people, you might have to rediscover who are you. Without any of those attachments, who would you be? If you weren't mother, wife, employee, whatever. If I say, hey, Angela, Jody, Jennifer, who are you? Introduce yourself. What's the first thing you say? My name is, I am a nurse, teacher, whatever. I'm a mother of whatever. I'm a wife. So we tend to identify ourselves and define ourselves as who we are in relation to other people. And this is an invitation to just honestly, you don't need to be somebody else to somebody. You are allowed to just be you. And if you don't know who that is, that's okay too. That's part of the journey. And that's part of what me and these other 20 women, these other 19 women are here to help you do, to shine your light fully, to help you understand who exactly are you? Who is that goddess inside of you? What does that light look like? And how does that want to be shone out into the world? All right, let's pull another. Woo. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to throw them out. I'm working a Zoom as well as the Facebook Live, so I will hopefully not miss your comments if you have them. But if you have questions, I can frame them into collective wisdom as well. Welcome everybody who's coming in. Let's get another card. Oh, this is fun. Joyful Muse, inspiration, and we have a cat. Little artsy cat with a violin and a paintbrush, and the number 33. Boop, boop. I know I have some cat lovers on here. All right, so Joyful Muse, inspiration. Whether you are in the energy of the introspection, the hermit, the winter, if you're in winter, that's okay. And if you're in a forward energy of creation, of movement, of production, that's great too. Either way, you can use this energy of inspiration, of muse, of joy. What brings you joy? Okay, I'm feeling now that there's a lot of people struggling with their mental health. I feel like a shadow. Yeah, there's a shadow that's kind of laying over a lot of people. And I think that this is why this card came through. This card comes through as a reminder that you have things that bring you joy. And if you consciously choose to do those things and bring yourself joy, you have to be your own advocate. You have to be the one that takes care of yourself. Every single person in this world is trying to take care of themselves and the people that they love. Who's taking care of you? Who's bringing you joy? Who's making sure that your days have fulfillment? That you are given that creative outlet. So we have this beautiful little cat creating art, creating music, finding joy. And I also feel a sense of the threes are showing me triangles. And so we're looking at relationships. We're looking at how we relate to other people as well. I'm receiving a slight cautionary measure that if you are going into creation mode, creative mode, to make sure that you are still maintaining your relationships with the people that matter to you and not becoming a shut in. You're not shutting other people out as a result. So bring yourself joy, do what you can, what matters to you, how you can, in order to be your own advocate, to be your own savior. Like, no one's coming to save you. No one's coming to bring the sunshine for you. We can't affect a lot of our world. A lot of our world is beyond our control. What can you control? Every single day, you can consciously and on purpose bring something into your day that matters to you, that brings you joy, that lights you up, that fills your cup, and that can look like anything you want it to look like. Okay. All right, let's have a look at a comment. Just talking to my sister today about masking and who we are without everyone else. So validating. Thank you. Perfect. Yeah, we mask, and it's necessary. You know, it's a protective measure. But wouldn't it be amazing if we didn't have to? What would happen if you put yourself only in situations where you felt safe? And if you didn't feel safe, you went, you know what? I don't think I want to be here. I don't want to be here with these people who are going to judge me. That's not for me. Goodbye. What a world. Okay, I'm going to pull another one here for y'all. Ooh. Moon Maiden, new beginnings. And we're actually still in new moon energy right now, which is kind of cool. This is a really pretty card. So we have this creature. She looks like she's got wings. She's got wings, but it also looks like she's underwater as well as in space by the moon. Okay, so what I'm feeling around this is that within our emotional states, within the challenges that you are receiving right now in your emotions, is an answer. On the other side of this challenge is an answer as to what is coming for you, what is meant for you, something that is new and that maybe has been a little bit scary. But on the other side of this, on the other side of that fear, is this beautiful sense of freedom and of release, of being allowed to step past something that is constricting, past something, oh, I feel like this is hitting somebody specific, past something that has kept you feeling really confined. You have felt confined. And if you are able to get past that fear of what happens if you let that go, On the other side of that fear is this beautiful, open freedom and like a new beginning. I just sense this incredible feeling of like, oh, release and relief. And the entire world is available to you. The entire world is available to you, but not if we keep ourselves small, not if we keep ourselves confined, if we allow ourselves to be less than our souls are asking us to be, we will not find that expansiveness that is our birthright. And so this new moon is really supporting that energy of overcoming and surpassing these fears, and getting to the other side of them and finding the newness that life has to offer us. And it's a little bit scary in that regard too, simply by the fact that it's unknown. It's something that we haven't done before. It's something that we haven't seen before. And that fear of the unknown can also be what keeps us from going forward, what keeps us from going into whatever's next. And so this is just a call to trust yourself, to trust that on the other side of that is something good, and that whatever steps that you're taking, these are going to be correct. You are on the right track. You are going to be in the right place. And you don't have to doubt that, because every step forward, every movement forward is for you. And it's what you need. Okay? I don't know who that was for, but I think it was for someone specific. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card for the collective, and then I'm going to go into a slight voice meditation just to help with some energy. I feel like a huge weight has just been lifted. There's a huge deep exhale for someone. Interesting. Okay. Stranger, curiosity. Beautiful card. Okay. There is an energy here of a new beginning. Again, same with this, the same energy of new beginnings, something new that you would not otherwise have seen or experienced if you're not open. And so with curiosity, this card is saying, with curiosity, be open to a thing, a person that you had not otherwise perceived as important to you. And this is not to say be open, completely open and give of yourself to everybody you meet. No, like still be sovereign, be judicious with your energy and where you put your attention and your efforts, but that there is somebody meant to come into your life that gives you something really important, a new perspective, a new sense of knowledge, sense of self is what I'm receiving right now, that there is somebody coming into your life, whoever this is for. Actually, I think this could be for everybody. We all have this potential to allow our curiosity to let other people show themselves, show who they truly are to ourselves, to us, to be a safe receptacle for somebody else's authentic self. And by doing so, we will open ourselves up to another perspective or another piece of knowledge that we need in our lives to go forward, that this is going to happen for us once we approach with that curiosity. Okay. Yep. I'm going to go into a short vocal sound healing, which I hadn't put in my invitation. So, surprise! And this is just to help us center into the deepest, purest divine self that resides within us. And so from this space, we are able to explore the world with clarity. We are able to see things from a different perspective and clear out all the noise. That's what's happening. Okay, so I feel an expansive energy of like a water fountain. I feel a water fountain. So let's just use that. If you close your eyes and just take a deep breath and come into your center, come into your heart. And exhale through your mouth and just let it all go. One more time. And I like to vocalize because this is my magic, this is my medicine. Voice really helps us to release, it helps us to express. Your voice is an instrument, whether you're a singer or not, whether you feel like you can sing or not, it doesn't matter. It's still a tool. We use it to speak. Why not use it to clear? One more deep breath, guys. Releasing all that I do not want right now. Okay. And I'm going to pull up this water energy from the core. I feel it coming up from Earth. I actually feel like a geyser coming from the core of Mother Earth, from Gaia. It's coming up and it's bringing with it minerals from the earth to help and support our physical bodies, but also this energy of expulsion. So it's pushing out anything that is not needed, anything that is not necessary, any detritus, any muck, any pieces of information, any energy that is not yours, anything that belongs elsewhere other than in your body and in your energetic field is now being supported for release. And so you can say to yourself or out loud, if you have the freedom, I release all that is not mine. I release all that does not serve. And this water, this fountain of water, this geyser is pushing it all up and out in all directions, releasing from our energy, from our field, from our auric field, from our energy body, from our physical body, anything that does not belong here, and to be released. And now we bring that back down. I just need to change my sound. There we go. Okay. And from this place now we have a clear space. And in this clear space, we are going to see that there is a speck of light. And this speck of light resides within your heart, within your deepest self. This is what I call the soul seed, or the soul spark. And we're going to breathe into that and just let it expand and expand. And I'm going to bring in some vocal alchemy, some sound codes to help support this place of clarity, this place of freedom, and it's like a blank slate is what I'm feeling. And so just allow yourself to receive here. There's nothing for you to do. Releasing any judgments that you have heard from other people, allowing that to be theirs and not yours. You do not need to receive the judgments of others. Anything that you have heard being spoken, anything that you have perceived being thought about you, in judgment of you, recognizing that other people's judgments are not your responsibility. They are not yours to own. And you can choose not to receive that. And if you have received it, you can choose to unreceive it. Let's uncreate whatever beliefs we have conditioned ourselves to have based on other people's judgments, and releasing those. back to where they came, and we'll send them back with love. No, thank you, that is not mine. Deep release there. I feel a big relief around understanding that you don't need to believe what other people think. Let's just reaffirm that. Let's bring this rose gold light that I'm seeing come down from above down into your center to feed that divine light and to help it to grow. It is infused with a sense of self-love, understanding that I am divine and I am worthy of love, and anything that does not belong here just simply gets pushed out. Doesn't need to be here. Just going to push it out. Allow it to be released gently with love. Other people's judgments, other people's opinions of me, of what I do, of who I am, I do not receive that. I do not accept that. I do not believe it. I'm going to fill instead with this beautiful loving light. Let's just breathe into that for another moment. Allow that beautiful energy of self-love, of acceptance, of healthy boundaries to reside deeply in the center of who you are, to be rooted down into your body, your sacred vessel. Feels good. And coming back to the physical, allow yourself to just feel your own body, knowing that this is a beautiful sacred vessel, that these nerves, these bones, muscles, flesh, all of it have been created to house something absolutely incredible. A divine being lives within these human walls. And so long as we hold that vision and that feeling of divinity and self-love within that core, we have the capacity to heal any other feelings that do not align, any feelings of self-judgment, any feelings of not good enough, any of the icky, heavy, dense things we think or feel about our own human. We can heal those so long as we maintain that core of divinity within us. And believe it. Believe that we are beautiful, we are divine, we are aligned with spirit. Our essence, our source, is one of purity and perfection. And we may not be perfect or pure in our daily lives, in our human, but we still have that at our core. And that is okay because we are having this human experience on purpose. And everything we receive is in alignment. And we also now have the ability, the sovereignty, the awareness to understand when things are not in alignment and that we do not want to allow into our field. We do not want to accept into ourselves. It is not mine. It does not serve. I do not allow it. And if it has already been allowed at a previous point, we have the sovereignty as well to disallow and to remove. So I'm just going to lock that in. Okay. Coming back to the body, coming back to all of you. I hope that you enjoyed that. That's a little bit of what I do. I call it vocal alchemy. I use my voice, I use the energetics, and I just channel what comes through, and I find it magical. Not for everybody, I'm sure, but for those who it is meant for, they will find it and they will enjoy it. And one more time, just inviting you to join the Shine Your Light, Illuminate Your Inner Goddess Speaker Summit. There is a free option that gives you 24-hour access to each day's speakers and gifts. And the VIP option gives you forever access to all of them. So that's 20 recorded interviews, 20 people's gifts, and as well a bonus gift from me, which is a recorded library of meditations, activations, what I call soul harmony. What I just did is a small example of what I do in my soul harmony sessions. So there's 7 different meditations recorded for you to help with various different things. And those are all part of the VIP package for only $37. Totally worth it if even one of those things resonates with you. So if you haven't already, then I highly recommend it. I would love to hear your thoughts. I would love to hear how this has touched you today, if it has. And at the very least, I hope to see you again soon. Much love to all of you. Thank you for joining me live. I love you. You guys still around?
I'm here. Hi.
Hi. How are
That
you?
was lovely. Thank you.
Thanks. I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do, so I just went with it.
Kind of, actually, that was kind of like the point of what you were talking about, anyways, is just do you.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm finding the more I think about it and plan it and try and do it by a formula, the less it works.
Absolutely. You
So,
can't
yeah.
plan and formulate spirit.
No, that's
No.
totally true. So true. Oh, I'm still recording this.